So I had Congressman Thomas Massey on the show right after the Biden administration announced this initiative, and his theory.
I'm sure he was not a fan of it any more than I am.
He actually may be more offended than you, if that's possible, but I don't know if that's possible. But his theory, which I think has proven out to be true, was that the Biden administration probably knew this was unconstitutional the whole time, but they wanted to bully American businesses into doing it anyway. And now OSHA has suspended the enforcement of it, but a lot of businesses have moved forward and fired people that refuse to comply. And it's doubly offensive because these are probably frontline workers that were delivering our food to the laptop class that were afraid to go out of their house, people working in the healthcare system, people that probably have natural immunity because they were out there the whole time. They didn't shelter in place because they were deemed essential by the government. So now we don't need them anymore, and a lot of them have been fired. It seems like not only an immoral idea, but this idea that we have a new variant coming out, but we're going to fire a bunch of healthcare workers. Yep. Does this make sense?
It makes no sense at all. Makes no sense at all unless your objective, more than protecting health, safety, and welfare, is to enhance the reach of the federal government, to make government in general, and this government in particular, more of a brooding omnipresence in the lives of American workers. Now, it's proving to be a wildly successful endeavor in that regard.
Yeah.
But that's not something we ought to be succeeding at, and that will leave a wake of destruction. Now, one thing that's important to remember is that there is no authority in the federal government to issue a mandate like this. There just isn't. It's not appropriate for federal authority. But even if it were, the president certainly wouldn't have authority to do that on his own, not without some grant of authority by Congress to the president, which we have not given him. This is, in my view, arguably the most egregious, sweeping, breathtakingly excessive instance of presidential overreach since April 8th, 1952, which was the day when Harry Truman seized every steel mill in America to support the Korean War effort. It took a couple of months, but that case wound its way through the court system all the way up to the Supreme Court, and within about 2 months, the Supreme Court knocked it down. One of the things that has made this one so nasty and so difficult to get smacked down by the courts sooner is that President Biden announced this in early September. But he didn't issue the order, which was the condition that we had to have in place before any challenges could be brought in court, until months later. That's kind of a problem. Now,
yeah.